Welcome to RE/MAX Boulder video podcast. Today we have Jessica Shanahan. Jessica is a loan officer with Premier Lending here at RE/MAX Boulder. Jessica, thanks for being here today.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Duane.
So today our topic is, what's the deal with appraisals? So we've had all sorts of issues. The appraisal is a big part of the contract today, and it seems like it's a big stumbling block in transactions these days. So how long has it taken to get an appraisal now?
So I've heard some real horror stories that it's taking up to 2 months with some lenders. Recently heard about a contract actually being terminated because it was going to take too long. For us at Premier Lending, it's taking 3 to 4 weeks for purchases, and it's taking 4 to 5 weeks for refinances.
Okay, that's getting to be quite a while. And if there's that big a backload, I assume the price must be going up. What's the cost looking like on appraisals?
Sure. So I just read an article that said the average price 3 years ago was $350. It's $500 to $600 now.
Okay, so it's gone up a lot recently.
Yeah.
But I can think back to like 20, 30 years ago. There was still only like 150, 200. So you think of that time from a long time ago to a few short years ago, these are the biggest increases we've had relative to appraisals in a long time.
That's true.
But still, it's getting to be a bigger factor in the transaction.
Oh, absolutely. Like some people now who haven't gone through a purchase or a refinance transaction in a while, they are like total sticker shock. That used to be $200 or whatever, and to see it being $600 is unreal to them.
Well, I remember the old appraisal forms, again, many years ago, 20, 30 years ago, they were like 2 pages at the most. And now you look at what the appraisers are expected to fill out. It's just huge what all they have to fill out. So I'm surprised it hasn't gone more. And kind of our next topic was about if the fees have gone up so much, I don't know how many appraisals can be done in a day, but why doesn't everybody want to be an appraiser, and why is there such a shortage of appraisers right now?
Right. So that's I get that comment all the time, like, well, if appraisals are costing $600, why don't I become an appraiser? And the answer is you wouldn't want to be. I mean, the education requirements have gone up. The apprenticeship is, I guess, it's about 2,000 to 2,500 hours, depending on what level of appraiser you want to be. But no appraisers right now in Colorado want to take anyone on, to train anyone. They don't have the time to be able to do it. And then the fear of, once I train this person, are they going to leave me to start their own company?
Right. And you have to have a college degree now too,
and you
right?
have to have a college degree, yeah.
So the education requirements and apprenticeship time wipes a lot of people out, because it wasn't that long ago, I think we had maybe 3,000 or 4,000 appraisers in Colorado. Now with licensing and the education requirements, do you have any idea what number we're down to?
I do. It's 2,500. 2,500.
So you look at our volume of business in Colorado in general, and so few appraisers to handle that. It's going to be surprising to see what happens in the future.
Yeah, it's a little scary. Another stat that I read said only 30 new licenses issued this year.
Oh, really?
So, and appraisers are getting older.
Right.
So they're leaving the industry.
And not bringing new ones on.
Exactly. So it will be really interesting to see what happens.
Well, I'm not sure how we're going to meet the deadlines. So let's segue into the next topic. What do you do to meet these deadlines? Because in the past, we always try to close stuff in maybe 30 to 60 days when a loan is involved. But if it's taken so much time, what do you do to make the transactions happen?
Right. So agents that I work with, we just communicate really closely. I mean, typically we discuss and set out the deadlines in the contract before the offer is submitted. Everyone in this business, real estate agents, lenders, like to get everything done really quickly, right? So I haven't seen much change to the 30-day contract. I try and just order my appraisals as soon as I get the contract and give the appraisers 21 days. And fortunately, that's been enough to get it done, but I would say communication with your lender, number one.
Okay.
Another thing, you can throw more money at it. There's rush fees. That was effective more at the beginning of the summer. I've not seen that be as effective now, just because it's like every deal has a rush fee. Right. So whatever.
You just can't get to it as an appraiser. Right.
And then the third thing I would say is relationships with the appraisers. I don't have a personal relationship, obviously, with any appraisers, but our company as a whole does a really good job of keeping a good roster of really reliable appraisers. And I think that helps. They see our company's name come across and are probably more apt to take it just because they know that we give them enough time and don't ask too many crazy favors.
Yeah, I would imagine a lot of your appraisers aren't looking for outside business
Right.
because they know you're a solid source of business, so they're going to try to take care of the A customers, like United Airlines, for example. You take care of your A customers first and
Right.
get their bags off first and that type of thing. So,
Yep.
okay, what about the future of the appraisal world? Do you think it's going to get better or worse? Just an overall gut feel.
I think probably worse before it gets better. I mean, I think there's definitely some changes that are going to be made. Appraisers are getting a little scared too. There's all these new regulations in place for them. So yeah, I would really say probably worse before it gets better, because until there's some changes, I don't see any reason.
And it seems like in a hotter market too, when a lot of buyers compete with cash offers, the appraisal is just one more thing that is creating a delay in the seller's mind. And then as the market slows down, then sellers are willing to tolerate the wait for the appraisal.
Right, that's true.
Jessica, thank you for being here today. Explain all the things about the appraisal process going on right now. Appreciate it. And why don't you share your contact information if somebody needs to get a hold of you to do a mortgage loan.
Perfect. I'm Jessica Shanahan. You can reach me at 720-833-7964. My company is Premier Lending. Our website is www.premierlends.com.
Thank you, Jessica. Duane Duggan, RE/MAX Boulder Video Podcast, signing off.